everyone, and thank you so much for joining my channel. This is Rocky, and if you're new, this is where we talk about fashion, lifestyle right here in my city of Chicago, and just a little bit of beauty. Today we're talking about beauty. Actually, it's like follow-up reviews on a lot of beauty products I've been talking about lately. Let's get right into it. So in some of my last videos, you've seen me haul some fragrances, and I want to kind of tell you how they ended up working out for me. So first and foremost, the one that was probably the most controversial, at least in my mind, was the fragrance Dis Louis by YZY. And yes, that's YZY as in Kanye West's brand. He has a fragrance line. And it comes in this sort of throwback, it feels like to me, throwback 80s or nostalgic Dior packaging, but it's Dis Louis. And the notes in here, I forget what the notes are, and if I can remember, I'll put them on the screen. But in my head, it gave me Maison Crivelli, Hibiscus Mahajad feels to the nose and on paper. But when I put it on skin, two things happen. One, it's more of like a skin scent, mass appealing scent, but very nice. Yeah, this Louis was very nice. It gave me vacation vibes. It gave me sweet girl vibes, something you'd wear meeting new family members or going to a family gathering. Just very nice girl appeal. And I believe there is a slight bit of maybe a yellow floral might be in here because it is giving me beachy vibe, but it is a fragrance that I don't think I could stand wearing here. But what I did was I sprayed it on the back of my shirt, on the backs of my knees, and it gave up, for me, because it wasn't so close to my face, it gave a lovely scent bubble and lovely fragrance around me. So for any of you who you're looking for something that is different, because it doesn't smell like anything I've ever smelled before, for one, but for two, won't aggravate people around you and might be just a pleasant, mass appealing fragrance, I think this Louis is it. And then for the price point, this is 100 ml. Oh, this is a 100 ml bottle, and the price on Amazon ranges anywhere from like $12 to like $19, depending on what Amazon is doing. This is a great bang for your buck. Like I said, the sillage wasn't crazy. The longevity isn't super crazy either. Like it lasted a good, 4 or 5 hours. But at the same time, you know what I mean? For this price point and for something that's unique and something that won't like make you mad smelling it, I think this might be great to like try it. So Dis Louis by YZY's brand. I don't even know what they call it. If YZY is marked on here anywhere. Yeah, it is. It says by Y.Z.Y Inc. So yeah, so Dis Louis by YZY, I say get your nose on it. The next thing I spent a ton of time going through was this discovery set by Mischief Academy. And basically what it has is a bunch of fragrances that are sort of inspired by Disney characters. And I had so much fun. You guys did it with me. I had so much fun going through and sniffing all of these. They give you these awesome blotters that are already labeled with the names on them. Oh, all those smell great. And then these are all of the fragrances. I have gone through so many of these. Now, I was surprised as I was going through and wearing these on the skin. I was surprised at how much better these all smell on skin. I had my favorites when I did my initial review. I said I was going to get the Cursed Apple as a full-size bottle. These are not cheap. They range anywhere from $110 to like $150, I think it was. And if you get a discovery set, you get a $30 credit off of a full bottle. So that helps, but it ain't cheap. And for me, while these are beautiful and all of these are fairly unique, even the one I said gave me Hibiscus Mahajad feels, it wasn't Mahajad at all, like Hibiscus Mahajad at all. So they're all very unique. So if you're looking for something different, this is for you. And if the price point doesn't scare you away, that's for you. I would say start with the discovery set. But my challenge was the fact that it did not have good longevity. If I'm going to pay that much for a fragrance, it needs to last me. I put this on to the gym. Even the strongest one in here is probably the Mad Hatter. Is that what it's called? The Mad Hatter is probably the strongest one. And I went to the gym with this, and by the time I was done at the gym, it was gone already. And it's not like I was sweating profusely, wiping myself down or anything like that. It was just gone already. So it probably gave me 2 to 3 hours. This is something that you would have to constantly touch up. And for the price point, you would use that bottle in no time. So I don't know. It just depends on your price sensitivity. If you're looking for something unique, something that beautiful fragrances, all of these are, then go for it. Start with the Discovery set. But if you're looking for performance and for sillage and projection and all that, this doesn't. It's just beautiful, unique. This reminds me of like Byredo. Byredo, just like a notch down but below Byredo in terms of like longevity and stuff like that. But the uniqueness makes it worth the spend. The next one that I reviewed in that same video was from Paris Corner and is Ibisco Nirvana. And I did some research after the fact, and this one in fact is compared to being a dupe of Maison Crivelli's Hibiscus Mahajad, right? And these are all hibiscus flowers. I didn't even pay attention to the fact that it had the, hibiscus flower. And the box is, like a magnetic close. It's really nice. But for me, I did try this out, and it performs like a, fragrance that you would expect for that type of price point. It's not like super beast mode or anything like that, but I did get one compliment on the elevator for this. Like, is that you? That smells nice, whatever. I did get one compliment, which the other two did not fish me any compliments, but this one did. So it does wear. It gives you a good 4 to 6 hours. But again, this is not the real deal, and this is a fraction of the price. This was, I think, $32. So think about what you're paying for it, and you can't get like really pissed off about it. But very nice, unique fragrance, because it is like Hibiscus Mahajad. And if you don't want to pay that price point for it, this is a good alternative. So I'm pleased with it. I just didn't realize it was a dupe. But yeah, anyway, here we are. Now we're going back a little bit further into the video archives. I'm kind of circling back on some other things. I went to a mall. I haven't been to a mall in ages. And I visited Lush. I don't know if you know Lush. It's like has the bath bombs, the soaps. They all look handmade and stuff like that. But they also have a really big selection of fragrances. Who knew? It was probably a good 50 of them in there. So I went through, looked at all the notes, sniffed the ones that I thought I'd be interested in, and I landed on this Rose Jam one. I have worn it on the skin. And it is, while it is it's a rose fragrance, I have tons of rose fragrances. It is still unique. It's different than anything else in my collection. It has something in the background of it that's more of like a savory. It's like savory plus like very rosy, sweet jam. I don't know. It's an interesting, unique combination. It's like if it were only the jammy rose, I would have been like, nah, no thanks. Because I'm not really... Which later you're gonna be like, what? You just said something. Anyway, and I'm not really like a sweet or gourmand fragrance type of person. I love sugary sweets to eat, but I don't want it on my skin. I don't want to smell like food. So anyway, but this one kind of, has that jammy rose kind of a feel, something sweet. Like if you were to make a pastry that has roses in it, you would think it would be like a honey sugared sweet. It's like that. But then it's layered in with something herbal like a basil or a thyme or something that's taking it to a different level. And it has a little bit of citrus to it. So it's a good mix. And it's just unique. It's different than anything else that I've ever had. So this, like I said, this travel size bottle wasn't cheap. At least for me it wasn't. $22 for this. And their bottles of fragrance are over $100. So not super cheap. But you can probably find something that you like. Now in terms of longevity... wore this to the gym today, and by the time I got home from it, I literally went to the gym, came back home. By the time I got home from the gym, I don't smell it anymore. So I put it on my skin, my whatever, and it was nice going there, but by the time I got home, didn't smell anything. So beware, at least for this one. I don't know if all of them are like that, but at least for this one, beware. The longevity ain't there. Because if I had to put on a Delina or something like that, I'd be smelling until tomorrow or a few days from now. I'd be opening up my hamper and my clothes would be coming out the hamper, smelling like Delina. So this is not a Delina. Digging further into the haul archives is this scent from Noteworthy Fragrances, or Noteworthy Scents, I think is the name of the brand. And I started with their Discovery set, and it was overwhelming. It was a ton of fragrances in there. So I was really concerned that I wouldn't land on anything because I would just be overstimulated. But I did. This far and away, this N441 Crystallized Woods was the best one in the bunch. And I could not get a full bottle. When you get the Discovery set, they give you a coupon, I believe, for $48 towards a full bottle, which really does help. And every time I wear this, I get a compliment. Now, the reason why I was saying with Lush, I don't really like gourmands and I don't like to smell like food and blah, blah, blah. This one does have a gourmandy feel to it. It's like the essence of, and it's not the literal sense of. So to me, it gives me like these baked goods, vanilla vibes in here and sweetness and things, but it's the essence of, not the sugary part of it, but the fragrance, the essence part of it. And that, look at my arms wiggle. Oh, anyway, so that's what it's giving me. And so I can appreciate that. And I'm walking around here smelling like a snack, but it's not an annoying snack. I don't feel like I'm a teeny bopper, teenager smelling like a snack, but it's just giving me the essence of a snack. So if you're looking for something, if you're into that sort of thing, but you want a more mature vibe of that, this is coming through. This, I'm shaking it and I can smell it. Anyway, this N441 from Noteworthy Scents is you. I would say again, start with the discovery set. It's worth it because you get to discover all the fragrances that they have, or maybe the majority of the fragrances that they have. So you get this one in there. But then you could also use that credit towards a full bottle. You just get your money back, basically. So I really like that. So N441. Now, in a previous video, I did talk more about skin and hair and things like that. And in that, I tried a new brand that was coming up on my IG feed called Henna Organics. And it is an organic beauty brand that has like lip stuff and skin stuff. And what I did was they had a discovery set that all you had to do was pay shipping for, which was $9.95. You get to try all 9 of their lip balms, or no, tinted lip balms. So the first coat goes on as a lip balm with a little bit of color, right? It's tinted. But if you wanted to play like a lipstick, you just do more layers. And so I've already tested about 4 of these, and these I haven't opened yet. So I would recommend these because it's very hydrating and nourishing and a little bit of shine, not craziness. I have the full product that came free with that set on my lips right now. So you can this gives you a feel for how the tinted lip balm works, because this is a lip balm. This is the full size product. And it gives you just a little bit of shine, but I'm super moisturized. This is the full size product that came with it. The packaging is very substantial, very heavy, sort of almost a magnetic kind of a feel to it. Feels metal, but I don't really know. I don't know. Feels like it's metal, but this is how it comes. And this is like no tint to it. So this gives you a feel for what, if you go for a full size of any of their tinted lip balms, what it would look like. So it's this, and it came with a sample of hand cream as well. Now the hand cream I wasn't really a fan of. It wasn't as moisturizing as I would like, and the fragrance wasn't as strong as I would like. Depends on what you need for your hands. Now I have eczema, and my hands are, even when I'm like doing stuff on this channel, you'll see ash on my hands. So I have eczema. I get scars from my eczema, all the like flaking and scars. And so I need moisture. I need deep moisturizing lotions. And so that ain't going to do it for me. And I'm one of those people that just love fragrances. And it was called Bloom. So it's supposed to be florally. I love floral fragrances, and it just wasn't doing it for me. But that said, the lip products I would highly recommend. And they give you a 30% off coupon when you do make this purchase, but it was Spring 30 is the code. So if you want to just go head first and buy something and use my code that they gave me, Spring 30, go for it. The last thing I want to talk about is an oldie but a goodie. So I have eczema and all kinds of skin issues. In addition to acne, I have all kinds of things going on with my skin. But I've just been learning more and more about how to care for my skin. It just doesn't look as bad. Like for you probably wouldn't notice, but I know the stuff that I got to go through to take care of my skin. So not too long ago, my skin had become intolerant to all kinds of deodorant. So from 2020 to 2024, I wore 0 deodorant. I may have used a little bit of powder here and there because there was only one powder that I could tolerate called Madame Lemmy. But from 2020 to 2024, I wasn't using deodorant. And somebody asked me before, well, how was that working out for you? And I looked them square in the eye and said, it wasn't. But anyway, I went to a dermatologist. The dermatologist gave me something that would help with the eczema. It was another condition that I had under my arms. I forget what it was, but she gave me some medicine for that, and that cured it. However, I'm still pretty sensitive to non-natural things. And so she told me I needed to use this type of deodorant, Vanny Cream deodorant. It worked. It doesn't, it works as a deodorant. It doesn't break me out or anything, doesn't dry my skin. The challenge is it has no scent whatsoever. And I like to know that my deodorant is there. I wanted a little fragrance. But before I had gotten sensitive to my deodorants, I was trying all kinds of natural deodorants. And the one natural deodorant that I really love was called Schmidt's. And it was the rose fragrance from Schmidt's. And just recently, I stumbled upon this rose vanilla Schmidt's. This was the one I used to use, but in a stick form. This spray. So I tried it, and what I do is this: I put on my Vanny cream first, because in my head there's a theory I have that it creates a protective layer, and then I go in with one spritz from very far of the rose vanilla, and I smell like roses. And it has not broken me out. It smells lovely. And if this is if you're like into natural products and things like that, this Schmidt's was my jam before my body just like rebelled against me. But Schmidt's was my jam. And so I would recommend this if you have any sensitivities, or if there's something you're doing, but you want a fragrance, something under your arms. This is a good one. Try this one out because it's working for me. So far, so good. I've been using it for 2 days. 2 days. Not very much research going into this, but I like it. All right, you all. So that brings us to the end. I love coming full circle on some of the things that I haul here to tell you how things worked out when I'm trying something new. I want to test it out so you don't have to, because I make a lot of mistakes on here. A lot of you have gone through some of those things with me where I've trusted my Instagram feed way too much and spent some money on some garbage. I've done Temu. I've done a lot of things with you all so that you would learn from my mistakes. And so I love being able to tell you when things are great too, because hey, we all love to discover new products and great products and priced really well. That's what this whole channel is about. It's like finding the best things for your money, the best bang for your money, buying things at a bargain. That's what this whole channel is about. And I love to share that with you. So anyway, that brings us to the end. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Hopefully you were inspired by some of these things. Let me know if you have any questions down below. I'll link as much as I can. I'm only human. I usually forget, but I'll try to link as much as I can down below. Bye.
Rocky, she's just a fashion girl from Chicago. Rocky, just a fashion girl.